here. Now, I'm all the way here in Kingston, which I think is in very deep South Otago or very north Southland. The border's a bit here and there. Anyways, I'm here for this, the Kingston Flyer. Now, this specific AB class steam locomotive is out of action due to boiler issues, and I think it's partly due to the fact is until she was saved by new owners, she spent most of the time with the smoke box door wide open, and she was out in the main yard over that way, or around the curve of the lake here at Lake Wakatipu. And yeah, I mean, the elements were not kind to her, so she's awaiting restoration. But her sister, the other AB here at Kingston, is running today, and I got a ticket. Now, the funny thing about that AB that's running today is it was originally a WAB tank engine. It's not uncommon, but it isn't neat. And the funny thing is, though, Kingston was originally made, the Kingston line was originally made due to the gold rush here in New Zealand. So hopefully do a quick tour around this wee depot, and well, we'll see how things go from there, shall we? I wonder if this remote still works. Okay, we are starting our walkabout at the very edge of the wee depot near the wharf, and here we have an old kitchen cart, actually. Well, I think it is. And this thing's been sitting here a long while because yeah, you don't get that in a few years, I'll say that. But this is, and plus it has the old Transrail sticker at the back, so I mean, wow, this has been seen a while. There's the wood supply wagon, and just to show how relaxed we are in New Zealand, someone has their boat parked there. Now the station is literally behind those trees, so we ain't got to worry about that yet. And the thing is that those switches are actually not locked. They're heavy as hell, I'll say that much, but they are not locked. And we turn around to the wharf. We don't only see my Toyota, but some of the rolling stock around here too. We got ballast wagons, another boat. And these vans are actually here because they hold tools, supplies, stuff like that, parts if needed. That switch, good luck switching it, it's not even fixed down. I mean, behind my Toyota we have two big vans, which I think are storage for tools, parts and stuff like the like. There's the AB in the shed there, just hiding. And behind those two ballast hoppers there are actually bogies for, I suspect, coaches. Now, we're just going to walk on over to the station and, well, see how things are from there, really. But I mean, the fact is that this line's still connected, it's just partially buried. And I just realised I left my car unlocked, so now, back in a bit. Now, one thing I forgot to mention about Kingston is that the station itself is not even 100 metres away from the edge of Lake Wakatipu, one of New Zealand's most beautiful and deepest lakes. The water is so crystal clear, it's wonderful, and the fishing's great. And about halfway along the lake you reach Queenstown, a popular tourist destination. Now I'll just walk out of the shrub here, and there we have the station car park and the station itself, where the cafe is actually brilliant, I'll have to say. Now, for a ticket on the fly, you do have to book online. It costs around $75 to $80, but it is well worth it. Now, I missed the morning train, but that's okay. I booked in for the afternoon train. They only run on Sundays, sadly, but I think once things pick up a bit, they might be able to. It is all volunteer ran, so beggars cannot be choosers. Don't get any license plates on, otherwise I'm in trouble. There's the station. Now, since I was last here 17 years ago, they put up a fence. And there's the motive power depot, where the locomotive, well, the TR shunter sure is there, as well as a couple of carriages. Actually, about 3 or 4 carriages. The water tower, the coaling stage, and the turntable all down there. And right next to it is the line out of Kingston. Now it's a straight up climb out of Kingston. And I'm kind of jealous to some of the residents here because their backyards literally have steps down to the railway line. You lucky devils! But this is brilliant and it is fantastic. Now the train's not due for another 40 odd minutes, so I'm just going to pop into the cafe and wait. Here we are outside the Flyer Cafe, part of the station, and here's the old heritage bit, proper old school NZR signs. And here we are, height above sea level, 1,028 feet. Yet we have a lake over there, but proof we're high up. There's the bottom of the Southern Alps, and there's freaking cloud cover covering most of it. Whoa. Well, yeah. Got a bit of time to kill before the train leaves, about half an hour before the train hooks up and is ready to go. All I know is I'm enjoying the weather here at Lake Wakatupu, where the water's crystal clear. And I mean, you got the Southern Alps right there, and you got such a beautiful lake. I mean, look at that. And this is just the bottom end of it. I mean, it goes on and on past Queenstown. I mean, it's probably best part of 100 kilometers, maybe more. I mean, it is such a stunning lake. Freezing cold because it's a glacier lake, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, enough of me screwing around. Next time you see the camera rolling at all, hopefully the train's coupling up or we're on the train ready to go. Oh, it's bright out today. Damn, missed it. Beautiful day for a run. It is. because if I remember my history right, they're pushing about somewhere between 70 to 100 tons of locomotive.
That's what I'm wondering. How can they physically do it?
When it's perfectly balanced, it's easy enough. It's keeping it going is easy, but it's getting it going, that's the hard part.
Does it have really nice bearings or what's it doing?
Well, the turntable, I guess it has really good bearings, regularly maintained. Another thing is though, they have to maintain the amount of undergrowth that grows in the pit. Because if that gets all caught up in the wheels and that, I mean, you're pretty much stuck in the mud. And that crane uses the steam from the, what, a brake?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. I always wondered how one of those worked. And there's the coach that went to Mandeville a while back. Well, they got a Rogers K there. One of the original flyers. One of only 2 of the type restored in this country. And yeah, both that were restored, whoop, overshot her a little. Both that were restored were actually stuck in riverbeds for about best part of 60 years.
Yeah, I said that on the train. I pulled it out of a river.
Yeah.
How did it end up in the river?
During the 1920s, scrap metal wasn't worth jack. So they used it as flood prevention and chucked in riverbanks. I mean, that's where the 2 V's in Lumsden are. Well, they came from Branksome, so yeah. It was a well-known loco dump.
Was this one found in the river?
No, this one was actually built as a tank engine originally. Basically, instead of that coal and water tender behind it, it had side tanks in the bunker. It was known as a WAB type.
Safety items, stand on the platforms between the carriages, that's done in the carriages, and they stand on the seats, just in the children, climb on the middle of the train rail, there's no smoking, they bring the alcohol out, then get the bathrooms on the train, go up the service, and the toilet is
Now normally I'm yarning at this part, but I'm keeping my mouth shut and laying old 795. Speak her mind. We're still climbing the hill out of Kingston, and even when we reach Fairley, it's an uphill track from there. It's a hill climb either way. It is ridiculous. Look, sounds like we're cresting the hill, and the scenery just instantly changes from lush greens to now rocky turf, and I'm getting smoked out here. And they're putting the brakes on a bit because the couplings are going slack. I'm hopping back in the carriage before I get smoked in. I got a little finger hold thing. And the funny thing is, compared to what it's capable of, the loco's going slow. Okay, having just left first class, let's have a look on the balcony, shall we? Okay, I'm going back inside now. Oops.
Morning.
My duck under? No.
You're
I
right.
just want to get the uncoupling.
Well, she's unhooked.
She's unhooked. Oh, dear. Missed it.
Could always catch the coupling
That's true.
from both ends. They usually have one side doing the hooks.
nearly got killed by it when I was in the army. I nearly got killed by a truck. The truck I was driving at lunchtime later by the airfield, backing the truck into the car. The truck right. Big truck in its head. Oh, it probably been about 3 tons of steel. Oh, Jesus. Started rising in it. I went up and then it slowly turned over and came slamming down in the back of the truck. It was one of those buildings. Really got I didn't know what to do. Jump out and run or what. Yeah. Get extra. Give it a wee quick overview. You don't want to get to the problem. Gotta be there.
Sorry, mate. And that's the brakes.
Yeah.
And there in the distance is Lake Wakatipu and Kingston, our final destination. There's the fire truck.
Nah, you're right. You're right. that's my trip on the flyer done and dusted. I mean, after 17 years, it is great to see the train running again. And by the way, that's 17 years since I've been to Kingston. The train hasn't ran for about a decade, and that was a good few years ago. So the volunteers who spend the time and effort to run the train do incredible work. Please support them. Please, if you're in New Zealand, visit Kingston on a Sunday, because that's their only running day, on a Sunday. And please buy a ticket, enjoy the ride. It is brilliant. I don't know how to top this video. That's the hard bit now. But yeah, until next time, this is Upwell&About saying take care, stay safe, and crap, I got a long drive back home.